Greetings, congratulations. Huge night for Succession. Yes, yes. I'm Albert Lawrence. I'm with the Television Academy. And so I actually have a few
Hey,
questions that some fans have written in on Twitter specifically to ask you, and then going to ask you a couple of other things as well. But first off, so Jesse Armstrong, Succession, for you to take first off, writing for a drama series in a field with so many fantastic contenders, and then just for the show and for the cast to be doing as much as they've done as well too. That's got to feel phenomenal for you this evening. So the first tweet: what sparked the inspiration for even writing Succession? We see so many threads of reality in there, but what sparked it for you?
bunch of things. I was inspired by real life media moguls, reading biographies of people like Sumner Redstone, Rupert Murdoch, and then, as I recall, the documentary about the Durst, which was called, the Jinx.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Weirdly,
Yes.
you wouldn't necessarily see a ton of that in Succession as it is, but there's something about that relationship between the brothers and reality being so much more extraordinary than sometimes what you dare to do in fiction. It was really inspiring. So a few things came together, and those were a few of them.
Oh, that's so interesting. Now I need to rewatch the Jinx and kind of like see those threads come together. Brilliant. Brilliant. Now look, the way that season 2 just popped for some reason, and I can't explain it. It just seems like if you didn't know Succession before season 2, all of a sudden it caught fire in a wild way. So we also have a fan on Twitter who's asking, because of how huge the show has gotten now, what are the odds that we'll get a chance to see some bloopers from season 1 and season 2?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a blooper show. What do you think? The style of it? I don't know. The cast are very funny. I'm sure there's plenty of extra pieces of the cast making each other laugh. I like, in my way, I like kind of keeping the bubble a little, like, you might like to believe these are real people. I know it's pathetic because everyone knows they're not, but sometimes the bloopers can let you down.
I mean, with Jesse, I don't know, like, because the Roys, you say that you like to help us believe that they're real people, even though they're not. But for some reason, I have now forgotten that they're not actual people because there's so much life and dimension that you all have imbued them with. Speaking of dimension, this time we got a chance to see quite the fantastic rap take place. An epic scene with the rap. What went through your mind? What made you think that the cast was up for that?
Well, I remember pitching it in the room. Didn't John Brand, didn't you try and stop it? You normally try and stop the bad idea. There was
Defend yourself.
It felt like a mad idea that maybe wasn't going to work.
It was a debate, and we put it in there in the read through. And I remember talking to Jeremy afterwards, going, "Look, if we don't get this right, we'll just drop it. It can't be. It needs to be. It needs to be tonally just right, like kind of corny, but also sort of not bad." And Nick Britell, who does the music, is a genius, and Will Tracy and Adam McKay helped write some great lyrics. And in the end, I think Jeremy bought into it, and he's such a extraordinary performer that if he really decides to sell something, I think that's probably why it worked.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bona fide bop right there for sure. So we have another question from Twitter. Let's see. What show other than your own do you think that would be fun to do a crossover with? So, for example, if the Roys from Succession were to have a crossover episode with some other show, who would you love to see them kind of clash with?
People have noted, I didn't see it myself, although now I can see it, that we bear some similarities to Arrested Development. So that would be, it would destroy our show forever, obviously. But it'd be a nice way to go out to meet the Blues.
Love that. Well, speaking of a nice way to go out, you had a chance to give a couple of acceptance speeches tonight, including an incredibly memorable unthank you speech. But before we go, is there anyone else that you maybe forgot to thank during your initial speeches, or anybody else that you kind of forgot to unthank?
There's no. I think I hit the unthanks. I guess there's been trouble with the agencies that's now thankfully resolved, and my agents, Gregory McKnight, Dan Ehrlich, and my UK agent Kathy King are amazing. So I'm very grateful to them for all the help they've given.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much, Jesse. Thank you to all of Jesse's squad hanging out there as well too. I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day.